Are we live? Are we live? Y'all, so yes, man, let's start the talk, man. What's happening out there? Talk to me. So has this happened to any one of y'all, man? Let's just talk, man. Let's just talk and put this out there. You know, like, Instagram is out of control, man. Anybody who's married, girlfriend, wifey, whatever have you, man, Instagram is out of control. And I say that to say because the eye candy on Instagram will get you in trouble. Word up. And you know what I'm saying? It's like when you go to it's like when you go to shopping, you know what I'm saying? And you get to the register and they got all the snacks right there just before you pay. That's the type of shit how Instagram is now. Instagram is crazy because what it is like you know, it's like when you go live, like when you scroll in and you accidentally get into somebody live, you like, oh shit,
Hit him with that fruit flavor, son.
So what I'm saying is like the eye candy on there is just out of control. It'll get you in trouble, man. So you could be just scrolling and shit, and all of a sudden they twerking. You like, hold on, I'm trying to look at something else, and they got the females on there is just out of control, man. So yeah, man, I want to just put that out there. Be careful, fellas. I haven't seen the eye candy for the ladies yet. I don't know, man. Maybe they ain't talking about it, you know? Yes. Once again, I am Wavy Will with the badge early. So if you just joining the show, welcome to the show, man. I appreciate you. First and foremost, what we do here is we acknowledge one another, we shout, we communicate. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we do here. We do not just get on and not say anything because at the end of the day, that's called lurking, right? And we don't want it to be weird or nothing, you know what I mean? So when you step in, shout out to Tony B in the cut, you know what I mean? Said, what's up, Eastside?
Hit him with that fruit flavor, son.
901 Shelby Drive, look alive, looking live. Niggas came up on the side, now they on the other side. Oh well, fuck them, dawg, we gon' see how hard they ride. I get racks to go outside, and I spit it with the back. We up on the other side, niggas acting like we
Yes. Just a little bit. Y'all know how I do. So yes, man. If you just tuning in, welcome to the show, man. Let's start talking, man. I mean, it's a lot of things to talk about. It could be negative, it could be positive. Again, this platform is for you, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to the real DJ Echo in the building. Shout out to all my DJs. Y'all already know what it is, man. Love and support. First and foremost, I'm going to shout out my man, I Am Rob Love. You know what I'm saying? We going to chop it up right quick. You know what I'm saying? Give it up for I Am Rob Love. Happy birthday. Shout out to everybody that seen her in the city. You know what I mean? When she was in the Barclays, that was crazy. This was one of my joints too, man, in the 90s, man. If y'all remember the Masterpiece mixtapes and all that.
Happy birthday, Mary J. Blige.
What up, Steph? To my man Rob Love in the building. Oh, man.
Mary, I hope you somewhere drinking some fine champagne, cracking some lobster tails with a few little garlic shrimp on the side, few little crab cakes, and some garlic noodles and some vegetables somewhere, Mary. I know
man, you just made everybody hungry, bruh. Everybody hungry. Hey, yo, remember you asked me a question. You said, as a DJ, right? If you had a go-to record and it was in the club, what record would you put on that you gonna get the club going? And I gave you the raw bass joint. We capping on it. Hit it. But I got another one since we on Mary J. This shit right here, always a go.
Hit him with that fruit flavor, son.
Oh, hold on. I put it on the wall. So here we go. See, hold on. I'm over here. I'm making a mixtape here. Hold on. What I'm doing? Here we go. Hey, it's a party. Yes, it's your boy ChillWilL. Come on. Yes, man. Good vibes. Nothing but good vibes, man. This is what we do here, man. On to chop it up.
So because it's Mary's birthday, are Mary records better when it's Happy Mary or is when it's Sad Mary?
To be honest, all her shit is fire. Like I ain't gonna even hold you. Like that's the artistry. That's what you want. You wanna get to know who the person is. Nothing is never always happy and dandy.
That's right. That's right.
So when you down and you get to know that, that's why she's so up there, because she put her heart into it. Shout out to Mary.
Right.
So yeah, man, the older stuff, all that, everything is fire. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So one last question.
You always say that, man.
Hit him with that fruit flavor, son.
It's all good, my brother. Trust.
Maybe two last questions. The first question is, what has been your worst DJ experience? Like, you left a needle home, you left a record that you wanted to play home, you got to the club, the equipment wasn't working, they didn't have the right, like, what was that worst DJ experience for you?
And it has to pertain to those that you broke down, or
it could be anything. You know what I'm saying?
My worst, and like I said, man, I only be real. That's just who I am. My worst as a DJ experience, and a lot of people might not know, was taking matters in my own hands. Now, what I mean by that is, with the mixtapes, the bootlegging, and all of that stuff, I took matters in my own hands as far as getting in altercations with people. So that's my worst experience. I should have never took matters. And I know you ain't want to go here with it, but that's me keeping it real. Never take matters into your own hand. That's back in the day, though. I mean, I know we can move current. You know, back then, people bootleg, you taking it in your own. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Today, the worst experience I would have to say, and that won't have to be me, is me showing up and the promoter not paying me. That's my worst experience. We don't want that. But I think currently showing up and the laptop doesn't, I don't have the correct software. How you gonna get the correct? Come on, Mr. Nass, like, gotta go to phase 2, and that, you know, that happens maybe to, I would say, every DJ. I mean, it happens to the best. The Wi-Fi or something, you can't even, or, you know, they have something. That's why, you know, most of the time, when you have management and everything controlling that, making sure everything good, but, you know, you take everything to your own hands, you're doing everything, sometimes you run across, you know, problems like that. But that's, like, kind of the worst. So you got me on that one, man.
Okay, second question.
See, now, y'all heard him say, this is the last one. Y'all heard him.
Okay, so
good on the Chop It Up.
When did you first fall in love with Serato?
It took me a minute because I'm rebellious. I'm not even gonna hold you, man. And if you DJs out there not agreeing with me, you already know. Shout out to Clark Kent. Clark Kent was another one. You know what I mean? He was, look, man, and I think he still don't. No, I think he messes with it now. Shout out to Clark Kent. That's my guy. Brooklyn. When the Serato came, oh my bad. My hands, he got me ready to DJ. This is a talk show, bro. Wow. So yes, I remember DJs telling me like, yo, you gonna switch. Shout out to DJ RC. I see him in the building. They was like, yo, you gonna switch over? Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, nah, man, I'm a real DJ. That was the first thing that came out my mind. I'm a real DJ, man. And it took me a minute, man. And then until, you know, you still doing parties and bringing and holding the techniques, it was like, hold on, man. Like, we here, and I'm still doing stuff I was doing there. You feel me? So I said, hold on, I might have to try to control her, because, you know, before the phases came, you had the controller was in replace of the two turntables. And it took me a minute. So when I actually started doing a Serato, I was like, hey, like, this makes sense. Like, I don't have to bring all these crates, you feel me? And I said, yo, I love this. This is dope. You know, but, you know, don't get me wrong, till this day, I still have the turntables as well. I should do a set. I should do this set with the turntables, with the phases. I just mess around and play around with all of them. I have the newest, I don't know if y'all can see. Y'all can see I have the you know, the range, the drive, you know, with the disc drive. I have also the I have a couple of little toys, you know what I mean? I just want to stay current, because in order for me to stay current, when you go into these spots, like, say, for instance, Rob said, hey, Chill, we want you to come through and do a set. You know, it's always different equipment that other people use, and it's like you have to be, your laptop has to be compatible. So I try to, like, keep current, you know, on that. Let me see what else we got here. Once again, man, y'all see me have pinned up Behind the Records, man, live. We live right now, man, Behind the Records with your boy Chill Will, Chop It Up show. And we just chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do here. Again, you guys always welcome to join. You have any questions, talk to me. You have any questions to be answered, let's chop it up.
Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you for your time. Man, you know, this is amazing. Chill Will, man, you're an incredible guy. You've always been a solid guy, you know, throughout me knowing you. I remember I did the first demo of Serato in my office when I was at Def Jam, and I invited a bunch of DJs up, and I told them that this was going to be the future, and none of them didn't really believe me, you know. And I could tell you exactly who was the holdouts: Mr. C, Funkmaster Flex, Kid Capri, S&S, and they were like, "Yo, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not putting on my music in no computer. I'm not doing that." And it's funny, and I think Kid Capri too. Kid Capri was definitely a holdout too. And it's funny now to see them behind the laptop on the Serato, and I stand there and I just laugh, because if I get flashbacks to that day where they told me, "Yo, we ain't never doing that." Chuck Chill Out too is another one. We ain't never doing
Chuck
that.
Chill Out. Shout out to Kid Capri. Mr. C as well.
Shout out to Chris Atlas. Chris Atlas, what up? I see you, Daddy, yo.
Chris, what's going on?
Yo, it's a new era, man, and you gotta stay, like you said, current to what the technology is, man.
Yeah.
Technology has changed our lives, and a lot of people don't know it.
I mean,
they don't realize it, how much it's changed our lives.
No, it's definitely the way, but we also, and people love to see the two turntables and the mixer, and that's still happening, you know. But at some point, you know, when we actually just traveling and moving and stuff, you know, the other stuff is good, but you know, it's all good, man. It's called evolving. That's what we're doing. We just, you know, we're going with the times. Let me see if I have so the Kid Capri joint, did you get to play it?
I should play it right now, huh? Oh, you gonna play?
I mean, I can play it.
You
Shout out to Kid Capri. Also, although he's you know, he's promoting the whole EP now. A whole lot of other singles.
If I could go back to the day we met, I would never cheat and
Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah,
You playing something?
they like CHILLWILL R&B singer now. What's going on?
Yeah. What is that? R&B? What are we doing? Yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen. Shout out to Jay Wands, though.
That was dope.
Word.
Right.
I was waiting for you to play something.
Oh, I mean, let me see. Again, shout out to Kid Capri with he had the slap key joint. Do I got it on this one? Let me see.
Get him with that fruit flavor, son.
To get the bread, I had to use my hand. What? So I kept it super fly like a Freddy's dad. And I get it off from two shot to Teddy Ted. Kid Capri 101 on the west. Wow.
Yeah, that's fine.
My story is simple. My wave is so current, you can feel it in the rhythm. Like 1, 2, 3, I can do it in the triple. Just get out of the way.
Yeah, man, that joint. Shout out to KRS-One. KRS-One, yes, man, yes, BDP. That joint came about, man, when Kid was like, he was like, yo, any DJs, y'all wanna, you know, mix my joint, y'all wanna put some flavor on it? I said, all right, man, I think I could, you know, and it was easy for me because I'm like Kid Capri, the Bronx, like, you know, I just came up with that, and it just went right with it. Like, I don't know, it was working. He put it on a yay or nay, and it was nothing but yay. That's from there, you know what I mean?
But he actually played it live on Shea 45 on the fly.
Yeah.
On the show.
Yeah. He definitely he bigged it up. He definitely bigged it up. You know, when you do anything with samples, you gotta make sure they cleared. You know what I mean? So everything wasn't cleared. So, you know, but it still rocked. You know what I mean? It still got love, and it was all for the arts. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about that real quick, man. So how do you feel when you got a joint that you know is fire, but it's got a sample on there that you can't clear? What do you do? Tiffany,
I mean,
my condolences to you and your family, Tiff. My condolences.
Yeah. You know, when you really want something like, you know, but this was something just off the rip, you know what I'm saying? Oh, DJs, you know what I mean? But if it was like, yo, I'm working on my EP, you want to do a remix now, and that's different. You feel what I'm saying? Now it's like by all means, I'm getting on this album. You feel me? But that wasn't the case. So it's like, you know what? Hey, if it don't make it, but most of the time when you have a sample and you can't get it cleared, then you want to just try to play it over, or you want to get as close to the sound that you have and just go from scratch. You know, and that's when you want to make it on the album, you know. So, but you know, this was just for the arts, the creativity, you know what I mean? And that's, you know, and it was dope.
Yo, let's talk about the economy of DJing. Right? Where's the money at?
Cause that's where I'm far as, well, the remixing and stuff, that's where the money's at, or producing. Shout out to DJ Drama, shout out to DJ K Slay, shout out to DJ Clue. So like all of that, when you want to make an album, that's where the money's at. You want to, you know, snatch up an artist and put something out, you know. I have somebody in mind. That's the way to go. That's where the money is at. As far as DJing, I mean, unless you got good management, good, you know, PR team, you know, that like Kid Capri, you know what I mean, then his money's in it. But other than that, it's just hard because it's just so saturated now. So that's, you know, when we recap, like we were talking before, you know, it's so many DJs, but you gotta have your own swag about it. You feel what I'm saying? So as long as you have your own swag, you're gonna always continue to move forward if you ain't copying off everybody else. So that's the only thing I could think of, man. You know, like me now, I'm getting back into the production. You know, that's the only way to make it. And then follows, oh shit, that's the DJ. You feel what I'm saying? So now it's like you have to switch from that, you know, and like reintroduce yourself through something else. And it has to be dope. Once it's dope, it's like, oh, he DJ. Oh, let's bring him in to DJ. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because me trying to come in and redo myself as a DJ is going to be a little more to it to make it. You know what I mean? So that's why, you know, I do like this. You do the chop it up show, the personality, different things, you know. You know, something else I don't know, you know, because I know they got all of these different platform and apps and different things. I know TrackLib, I was checking that out. They are going to be shouting out. I ain't getting a check from that, but we shouting them out. That helps with the sample clearances, so I was looking into that. There are DJs that's making it. Like, it's always going to be someone that's doing something, but then until, you know, something happened and then you learn from your mistake. Right. But the TrackLib, they have. I'm gonna be dealing with them. You can deal. They got thousands of samples, so I can do all the samples, put stuff together. My mixes, do the same stuff I'm doing now through TrackLib, and then what else? It's just different steps you have to take. So that's TrackLib, and then they have it's another one. So the acapella. If I use an acapella. Some of the proceeds, or, you know, because I'll be paying them every month. So it's like they're clearing. So that's like my next step on the mixes, you know, on that.
All right, shout out to Follow C's Desert Storm Radio. What up? New Beginnings. 7-8, I see you. Thank you for the follows, guys. Thank you for the support. Don't forget, right there, January 27th, it's pinned.
Yes, sir.
Live show.
As we
association with the Chop It Up show.
Yes, sir. So we at the closing now, man. We've been on. I'm not like you, man. You set the tone, the boundary of 3 hours on the show, man. I got a little 30-minute hour show, man. You know? So but again, man, it's always a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Salute to you. You know, salute to all the DJs. You know what I mean? We here, we collab. This is what it's about, y'all. It's about collaborating, each one teach one. You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot that Rob spoke about.
Kid Capri, what up, kid?
He's in the building. There you go. What's up, kid? And there you have it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, man. It's all about. And kid, all is well, kid. All is well with Kid Capri. Shout out to him. Yes, man. So that's what it's about, man. It's about collaborating, man. We just touched on the DJ culture, what you know, what you didn't know. So what episode I'm gonna be on, brother?
Yo, man. What's so interesting about Behind the Record Show and the lineup. I do all the bookings. These are personal. I pick up the phone. I call people, and I get them on there. And it's divine intervention. I would say how the guests, how things happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had Grandmaster. Initially, you're supposed to have. I had Neo, so my fourth quarter was Neo, DMC from Run DMC, and it was supposed to be Curtis Blow.
Nice.
And then I was going to start the year off with Kid Capri.
Yeah.
So Curtis wasn't feeling well, so, well wishes to Curtis Blow as well. And I called Grandmaster Cash, and I got Grandmaster Cash on the show.
Yeah, shout out to Cash.
And we wind up talking about, the legendary battle between Cold Crush Brothers and Force MCs.
I caught the mid of that.
And he mentioned Jesse D from the Force MDs. And he also mentioned K Slade. And, we lost Jesse D from the Force MDs. And K Slade was going through health issues, and then and Kid FaceTimed me and was like, yo, I'm sick as a dog, you know what I'm saying, la 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 la, like, wow, top of the year, I wanted to start the year off with that Kid Capri 101 energy. You just don't understand how it can transition records, and he's a one of one, Kid Capri.
Yes.
So it's just amazing how these things kind of all, I'm saying, even though I have a plan, but God's plan is the ultimate plan. So I God is my booking agent, in that respect.
Yes, sir. So again, man, thank you for coming on. Again, anybody that wants to participate and get on the live, you can do so. It is the Chop It Up Show. Thank you, Rob.
Go ahead, having me, bro.
Are we live?